Howdy, Practical Patriots and Practical Preppers. Yelchote Grus aus Texas. Johnny Practical Nurse here. Let's have a look at this product, sent for my fair, honest review as a Homestead Defender. So let's say you got a red dot. Maybe not necessarily this red dot, but any red dot with no magnification on your Homestead Defense rifle. How about you need a little bit of magnification? So today, what we have, please forgive the pronunciation, Votatu. This is, of course, made in China. This is an Amazon product. Let me back this out a little bit again. This is a 3x magnifier. In a nice little plastic case you got. What you got under here? Haha. Instructions. Votatu M3X magnifier user manual. Always read your user manual. Okay? Always important. Okay, and then, a piece of foam there. Scooch that off to the side. Lens cleaning cloth. Aha. Here's your magnifier. M3X. I guess you could say M3X, but So Votatu kind of reminds you of something else, like maybe this is a clone or so. Interesting. You got knobs for your elevation and windage, and it looks like your caps here have the tools, or the tool that you need. Get this one off here. To make the adjustment. So what you have to do, even though this is a magnifier, this is one thing that I used to think a long time ago, was that, you had your red dot on there. This should just magnify, right? You, of course, have absolutely got to make sure that that red dot without magnification is properly zeroed. And then what they want you to do is to make sure that that your image is right dead in the center, with that red dot. Got a lens cap here. Huh. I'm going to figure out what that is. Look at the instructions. You got an Allen key, Allen wrench, whatever you want to call it. And then what it looks like you have right here is spacers to make sure that you're on the right elevation with your already applied red dot. And you've got some screws in here also to mount it up with. Nothing on the bottom here. Okay. How about we run this through a few tests and then mount it on one of my Homestead Defense firearms and see how well she performs. So you're out on your farm and you notice the coyote. That's not a coyote, that's a blue heeler, is chasing your chickens. This test I call the cloudburst test. And living in Central Texas, it starts to rain. The coyote gets in the way. Yeah, vicious coyote, vicious coyote. Okay, next thing you know, you have the cloudburst. You slip and fall in the pond. Now let's see how that turns out. And let's see if I get the view in here. Shake that off a little bit. Awesome. No issues there. No water got inside, watertight. My diopter to help out my old age vision here. Looking good. Let's mount this thing on a rifle, Homestead Defense firearm, and take her to the range. Well, stop the press. I noticed that when I was bringing this inside to mount it on my Homestead Defense rifle, I noticed this. That's condensation on the inside, which means that it's not waterproof after all. Now, I consider this an epic fail. You're probably wondering why. Because out here on my homestead, Central Texas. The temperature varies between the house to outside. You could be grabbing your firearm to defend your flock, chickens, geese, ducks, your sheep, your goats, coyotes after them. And then you have either inclement weather, pouring down rain, because it happens, trust me, it does. It could be change of temperature, freezing cold, whatever the case may be, and this happens. Okay? Definitely not on the outside, that's on the inside. So I consider that an epic fail because that would render your firearm maybe not so useless, but the purpose of having this would be useless. Its job is now not going to work. So, sorry, but I have a rule. Any company that sends me something for testing, firearms review, I'm going to test it as a Homestead Defender. And how the video turns out and how this turns out is how it is. Now, would I say that one represents all? No. But in this instance, I consider this a failure. Questions, comments, leave them below. Until I see y'all again, I'm Johnny the Practical Nurse, out here. You got your Frisbee? Here, come on. Let me have it. All right, you ready? Come on, come on. Oh, good job, Lacy May. Good job. Come here, girl. Yeah, good job, little lady. Things that are worth protecting.